So I recently celebrated my 5th year of being vegan, and I want to use this video to share with you my biggest learnings and also my biggest mistakes and challenges that I had to face and how I overcame them, so you don't have to go through these yourself. I have created this channel to help you if you're trying to go plant-based, if you're already plant-based and struggling to lose weight and to gain muscle, and to just feel more energetic, feel less bloated, and just really fulfill your true potential on a plant-based diet. And I share this, and I think a lot of other vegan influencers or vegan fitness people don't really share the struggles, because from the outside it always looks all fun and games. It also always looks easy. You might see my posts, my videos looking lean, looking strong, but I can assure you it wasn't always that way. I definitely went through my biggest struggles in the first 2 years of being plant-based, and I actually almost quit. I almost went back to eating meat and eating animal products because I didn't feel great. I didn't look great. And those 5 learnings that I had right now and I want to share with you will help you to not experience the same. So let's get started with the very first takeaway. The very first learning is that whole foods have calories too. Okay, so you're watching this video right now and you might have seen a lot of content of plant-based influencers or doctors telling you that just eat whole foods and you'll be fine, you get all your protein, you will feel amazing, you will look amazing. And yes, whole foods are super healthy and are super important to have in your diet. But what I did back then in my first year of being plant-based, I just ate whole foods and didn't care about their energy content, their calorie content. Which, just to give a quick explanation, in order for our body to have energy, we need calories, right? And we burn a certain amount of calories every single day. So if you're walking or exercising or just existing, you're burning a certain amount of calories. Now, when you are eating less calories than you burn, you will lose weight. If you eat more calories than you burn, you will gain weight, okay? So the energy has to go somewhere. It can't just disappear, right? So what I did, I just started eating a lot of whole foods. I had my quinoa with peas, with lentils, some whole grain pasta on the side as well, some hummus, and I had this good intention. I had good intentions, right? I was like, hey, I'm just eating clean, I'm eating healthy, so what could go wrong, right? I'm just eating foods from the planet. What happened though is I gained 30 pounds of weight in, I think it was 4 months, which is pretty insane, and it wasn't muscle, it was mostly fat. So I went from being pretty fit, being on a meat-based diet, to eating plant-based, eating all these clean, healthy foods, and gaining 30 pounds of weight. So I was like, what's wrong here? What's going on, right? And it took me a long time to realize that whole foods have calories too. So what I'm saying here is, with this first takeaway, quinoa, salad, peas, nuts, seeds, all these healthy foods, they also have calories. And if you eat too much of them, if you eat above your daily expenditure, then you will gain weight. And that's what I found now, having coached over 1,000 vegans one-to-one. I found this is the biggest reason why so many vegans struggle, because they don't understand it. And they have good intentions, they're eating healthy, you're eating clean, but that's not how it works. You need to pay attention to your calories and to your energy expenditure in order for you to lose fat and gain muscle and feel your strongest. That's what this channel is about as well, right? We want to help you feel your best and look your best on a plant-based diet. So this is takeaway number 1. Make sure you look at your calories and realize that whole foods have calories too. The second key takeaway that I had, also my first 1 to 2 years of being vegan, where I struggle a lot, is that too much fiber is not a good thing. Okay, consuming too much fiber will make you bloated, will make you not absorb nutrients you need. Like, studies have shown that if you eat a too high fiber diet, your body will have trouble absorbing certain micronutrients and macronutrients too. And that way you don't get the nutrients you need, and you also feel bloated all day. So in the first 1 to 2 years, I really felt bloated a lot. I was like, hey, this is normal. My body will get used to it at some point, right? And I tried all the tactics, like having turmeric with my meals, like rinsing my beans, right? I tried everything, but it didn't work. And at some point I was like, this is probably normal. Like, this is how a plant-based diet is, but it is not. If you're watching this video right now and you feel bloated, you feel gassy, it's not normal. Your body is telling you that something is off, and I would listen to that. And the easiest way to approach this, easiest way to solve this, is to lower your daily fiber intake. Okay, which might sound crazy to you. You're like, hey, wait, all these vegan doctors are telling me something different, like eat more fiber, eat more whole foods, and yes, I get that. You gotta realize though that all of these vegan doctors, what they want to do is they want to help sedentary people that are eating a standard American diet. So a diet consisting of meat, a lot of animal products, like fizzy drinks, soft drinks, right? And all this junk food. And for those people, the message is perfect. If you're eating plant-based already though, then eating more fiber will not help you out. In fact, like I said, like I experienced as well, it will make you feel bloated and you will not absorb the nutrients you need. Also, if you're trying to get fit, trying to look lean and toned, too high fiber diet will also make you look kind of flat and soft. So second key takeaway, too much fiber is not a good thing, and make sure to get minimum like 15 to 20 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories you consume, and that way you will feel energized, get the benefits from fiber, because absolutely fiber is super healthy for your digestion and for your overall health. Studies have shown that, but limited to 15 to 20 grams per 1,000 calories and you'll be in a very good spot and feeling amazing. The third key learning that I had over the past years is that carbs can be a friend or a foe, right? So a plant-based diet is very high in carbs. And if you're watching this right now and you are afraid of carbs, then let me tell you this. Carbs can really empower you and really transform you if you use them the right way. That's why I say friend or foe, right? So let's first talk about how to use them the wrong way. If you are eating a ton of lentils and beans and legumes in general to hit your protein, which is a very high carb protein source, then you're using carbs the wrong way, okay? Because they're not gonna help you hit your protein. They're mostly a carb source. And if you keep stacking them for your protein, you will overshoot your carbs, you overshoot your calories, and then you will gain weight, unfortunately, right? Also, a wrong way to go about it is just saying, hey, I have fruit is super healthy, so I would just eat as much fruit as possible. Can't go wrong with that. Also not the right way to do it. I explained this in the first takeaway that if you overshoot your calories, you will gain weight. So that's not how to use carbs. Instead, have a moderate carb intake. Obviously, it's tailored to you, so there's not like one number I can tell you right now. But low carb is definitely not the way to go. You definitely need carbs to empower your workouts. Like the main reason why carbs are so powerful, also the main reason why I love the plant-based diet, why I have this channel, why I do everything I do, is because with a plant-based diet, you have so much power and strength in your workouts because it's so high in carbs, right? But still, you gotta optimize it. So how I would go about this is that for every meal, I would have like 50% of the meal be a carb source, okay? Not 80%, not 100%. You also need proteins and fats. So if you have a meal with 50% of it is carbs, then you will have enough of it to empower your workouts, because carbs power your workouts. Empower your brain, okay? Your brain runs on glucose, your brain runs on carbs, so you need them to properly think and focus. And also to look toned. Like we have glycogen stores, so if you look at muscle, for example, you might wonder, okay, why do I look so flat? Why do I look so soft? One of the main reasons could be that you don't have full glycogen stores, which basically means you're not eating enough carbs and not training enough. So if you want to have that pump and you want to look toned and lean, then definitely get enough carbs in. So carbs can be a friend or a foe. If you use them the wrong way, eat too much of them, they will lead to weight gain, right? That's why many people are afraid of them. But you don't need to be afraid of them. If you use them the right way, meaning you eat a moderate carb amount, 50% per meal, and you let them empower your workouts and you time them the right way too, then they will make your journey much easier and you will love your life eating carbs, eating all the foods you love, eating all the meals you like with a high carb amount. So that's the third key takeaway. Don't be afraid of carbs, but also make sure to use them the right way as well. The next key takeaway I want to share with you has to do with restriction. So as a vegan, if you're doing a plant-based diet, I encourage you to not restrict yourself further, okay? That's what I did. If you remember, I shared in the first point, I ate all the whole foods, I cut out all the salt, all the oil, all the sugar, with very good intentions again, right? Because I saw it online and I thought, okay, those are all bad foods, you shouldn't eat them. And what happens when you do that, and happened to me as well, maybe you go without these foods for a few days or even weeks, but then you have this moment where you just crave them and then you just binge eat and you have all the ice cream and all the cakes and all the sweets and all the treats, and that's not a healthy lifestyle, okay? It's a very bad relationship to food, and that's probably not what you want. So what I found is a lot of vegans, they like to go another step and like to restrict themselves further, but this will not help you out. In fact, it's probably one of the biggest reasons why so many people might quit, okay? Why so many people quit the lifestyle and don't stay vegan and don't stay plant-based, because it doesn't feel sustainable. For a diet approach to be successful, for you to get lean but also stay lean, feel good, feel energetic, feel aligned, it needs to be something you can sustain over the long term and not just do for a month or 2 months or even a year. So ask yourself, could you cut out salt, oil and sugar for the rest of your life? If the answer is no, then you probably shouldn't do that, right? And you don't need to as well. Like, those things obviously need to be consumed in moderation. At the same time, they are not devil. Like, just salt itself has no negative health effects if seen in the context of a healthy diet. So if your diet is based on whole foods, 80% on whole foods minimum, and you have enough protein, you have enough like fats and carbs, and you drink enough water, then salt is not the devil. You can have salt in your meals, or sugar as well, right? So a lot of people like to demonize these 3 things specifically, but overall, don't try to restrict yourself further. Just go plant-based and eat all the available foods you have. It's a beautiful and tasty diet, and there's so much you can do, and there's no reason to restrict yourself further, especially when you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle. Those things, if used strategically, can actually help you stay on track and help you crush your goals. So, huge takeaway I would like you to get away with this video. The last key takeaway I had from the past 5 years is that vegan diet is actually more diverse than you think. So I get a lot of people messaging me or asking me, hey Fritz, isn't a plant-based diet super restrictive? Aren't you missing all these animal products? And I can really honestly say, I don't miss them. And this is something that, especially if you're watching this right now and you're curious to go plant-based, you wanna feel benefits, you wanna lose the fat and really feel your best and fulfill your true potential, don't be afraid to do it, because it will not be restrictive. In fact, I found that a plant-based diet will make your diet more diverse than eating an omnivore diet. Obviously, we have a lot more things available on omnivore diet, like, don't get me wrong, absolutely. But firstly, there's more things coming out each day, so more products, more things coming our way, like vegan cheeses, vegan milks, vegan chicken, all these things. And that will of course continue to grow. But also what happens when you go plant-based, since it's a constraint creates creativity, okay? So before that, you were like, hey, let me just have some chicken and some broccoli and I'll be fine. And that was it, right? But now when you go plant-based, you're like, okay, now I need to do some thinking, I need to put some thought into this, and you will start exploring the cuisines, you will start exploring the recipes, and once you have a few recipes going, then it will be easy and you can just repeat them over and over. So I found, since going plant-based, also when traveling, I found I just really excited and curious to learn about the culture and the cuisine of that country, and looking for plant-based places I can go to and explore, which is way more exciting than just being like, yeah, let's just go to this steakhouse, or let's go to McDonald's, whatever it might be, which some friends that I have do, which is totally fine. But for me, I really want to explore more, and that's what I found what veganism creates. So if you're watching this right now and you're curious, or you're scared to do it, or you think it's restrictive, it's actually not. It will help you get creative, and it will unlock this true potential you have, and also unlock your creativity. So that's what I found over the past 5 years. Those are my biggest learnings. The first ones were more health and fitness related. The last one was more like lifestyle related. And it's a powerful journey. If you're watching this right now and you're on it and you don't see results yet, you don't feel your best, then apply the learnings I shared with you. They're my biggest takeaways. I would have loved to know these things. Like, I struggled for 2 years and didn't feel good, didn't have the results. And now I figured it out over the past years, and have now been grateful to have helped over 1,000 other vegans achieve the same. And you can do it. Plant-based diet is powerful, and you just got to take the steps to make it work for you. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, then leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and leave a like, and I can see if you enjoy this type of content or if you want to see something different. Those are my biggest learnings. I hope you can apply them to your journey and be successful in a plant-based diet. Peace out. Let's keep getting those V gains and save the planet.